guys, I'm Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today I have the next shell challenge ready for you. So this was supposed to go up yesterday, but I decided to just take the day off, and honestly I was just pretty much just playing Animal Crossing because I'm having so much fun with it. But I did sit down and prepare this shell for you guys. So we do have a few rules when it comes to the shell, because I kind of want to make it possible for you guys to turn it into a microhome, but for those of you who may find microhomes a little bit too difficult because it's not a lot of space to deal with, they have to be very, very small. I also wanted to make it possible for those of you who do struggle a little bit with microhomes to be able to turn it into a tiny home instead. So it's currently 63 tiles, as you can see, but what I want to basically give you the permission to do is to turn some of the walls into fencing so that you can actually turn it into a tiny house instead. But it does require you to I'm just going to show you the trick now just to make sure that you understand. So what you can do to basically turn this, why did it suddenly show too many tiles? I'm just placing down fencing, that's weird. But for example, if you want to turn this little bit here into, or you want to get rid of this little bit here, so you're trying to turn this into a microhome instead, you can turn these into fencing. Okay, I'm just going to show you how to do that. And this is now a tutorial video, by the way. And then you want to delete the top here and then delete the bottom. Open up, don't turn on the camera, open up this, and suddenly you have 47 tiles, and then just drag this over here like this. So that's basically, like, you can do that if you want. So you can do that with any parts of the build. I want you to be able to at least do that so you can turn it into a microhome somehow if you want to, just so you know. But other than that, this is pretty much the shell. This is what it looks like. It's a little weird. I added some bits to it here at the front. I added some sides to it. It kind of looks like a weird bird or something. I don't really know. But this is what it looks like. And I am super excited to see what you guys come up with as well for this one, because I am expecting, because you're able to turn it into a tiny house, but also a microhome, I'm expecting lots of variety. I'm expecting just, yeah, a lot of different builds. And I'm super excited to tour them for you guys. Because they're smaller, we'll probably be able to go through a lot more compared to, you know, the last two shell challenges, because those have been bigger builds as well. So really, really excited for that. Of course, you are allowed to move this house or the shell to another lot. So if you don't want to build on a 20 by 15, you can move it to just about any other size, even a 64 by 64 if you want to. You are allowed to do that. All I'm asking of you is that you don't add to the shell. So you can add fencing, of course, like I just showed you, but just don't add walls like this to the shell. Like, don't do that. But you can, you know, like I just showed you, you can turn the walls into fencing, or you can turn them into half walls as well, or anything like that. That's completely fine. You can also put the house on a foundation if you want to. If you want to, you know, move it into the ground somehow, you can also do that. I'm not really sure. Is that possible if we move it like this? And then I don't think it's possible. No. But if you can figure that out, you know, you're welcome to do that. Make an underground tiny house or something. So yeah, just free creativity and all that good stuff. And again, I hope some of you will be able to figure this out with the microhome thing, because because I've asked you guys whether or not you wanted a tiny house shell or a microhome shell, and some of you have said tiny houses, some of you have said microhomes. So I hope by letting you guys decide like this, like you can turn some house parts into open areas instead, that those of you who would want, or those of you who wanted a microhome shell instead, will find that a little bit more fun to play around with. So yeah, that is basically it. And it's a very small shell compared to the other ones, but I'm hoping a lot of you guys are up for it, especially here, considering we're all in self-isolation and stuff. I know that the UK have caught up with the rest of us as well, so a lot of people are just home right now, and I hope this will keep you at least busy for a couple of hours. And yeah, currently we're not doing a giveaway with this challenge. I do want to point that out, but that is in my plans for the future at some point. So once everything calms down a little bit, let's just put it like that, I'll be able to do another giveaway in connection with one of these shell challenges. But for this one, it's just, you know, touring and that sort of thing. So but yeah, I think that's all I had to say. Did I forget anything about the rules? Just don't add to the walls, but you can turn them into fencing or fences. And what else is there? I don't really know. I think that's about it, to be honest. Just don't add to the walls is all. So I think it's a little bit like it's alternative shell challenge rules, but it's to make it possible for you guys to turn it into a microhome basically. And I didn't really know know how else to do that other than changing the shell challenge rules a little bit, twisting them a little bit, but the rules remain the same as for the rest of the houses. So yeah, I think that's about it. Anyways, I will be uploading this to the gallery under the hashtag AvelineShell3. So I'll upload it both under AvelineShell3, so written with the number 3, but I'll also write it in letters as well. And to enter this little challenge, all you gotta do is finish up the shell, turn it into a tiny home or a micro home or an underground house or a floating house or something else, and then you can upload it to the gallery as well under the hashtag AvelineShell3 or AvelineShell3 basically. So that sounds really weird if you're not actually watching, but yeah, you just upload it under the same hashtags as I've uploaded the shell, and that's basically it. I hope that made some sort of sense. I'll make sure to put the rules and also the hashtags, the required hashtags, in the description down below and also in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section, just to make it a little bit easier, because I do realize that I'm talking a little bit fast today and I might also be mumbling just a little bit. So anyways, it's just one of those days. But yeah, hopefully you guys can figure it out. I'm looking forward to seeing your entries so freaking much, because this is always so much fun. I've been dragging this out for way too long. I should have started it ages ago, but I'm kind of happy that I dragged it out a little bit, because now we can do it during isolation and I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it wasn't really like a proper video. But anyways, I hope that you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!